Hello. I know everybody's not here yet, so just wanted to say welcome to Happy Hour with Brynn. I hope it made sense when we sent out the kind of pre-notice talking about what we were going to talk about today. You know, that is our signature bag. But in the meantime, today is Juneteenth, and so I wanted to take just a second to kind of talk about diversity, and with everything that's been going on these last few weeks and what today represents, I thought I would just kind of briefly acknowledge it because, you know, as a small business, I've always tried to highlight diversity, whether that's with my models. I don't know how many of you know that all the models on my website, they're not professional models that I went and hired. They are actual, just people I've run into in everyday life. Some of them are my friends. Others I've just approached because I thought they had an everyday beautiful quality to them. And, you know, I loved being and seeing all the different types of women out there on my website. So I don't know how much you have noticed that or not noticed that, but it's been intentional but not intentional. I think it's just kind of my nature to do that. I think that, you know, people of all colors and all sizes are beautiful, and I really wanted to highlight that. So I just thought I would take a brief moment to mention that on today's Juneteenth. So speaking of celebrating, I thought next week is Lauren's birthday, and if you've followed me or know anything about me, that is my signature bag, my most popular bag. But I think people still get confused, like what size is better for me? Should I go with the larger size or go with the smaller size? And when we call it the mini, they think this isn't mini. So, you know, I started with the original size, and I designed it because I wanted it to be super multifunctional. I wanted you to be able to use it in any occasion and in all circumstances. And ironically enough, it's been my customers and my store owners and my store employees that actually helped me even expand on the versatility of the bag. So cheers to them. Thank you so much for your help in making my bag even bigger and better. Okay, so outside of that, I brought out two colors that are part of my regular price section so that you can see what the actual differences are between them. And I'm talking like small details, but they make an impact on the bag. So, for instance, when you're shopping me at an event, a lot of times it's hard to tell. Like, you look at the bags and you think, how do you tell size difference? They don't look that much different. You put them in front of each other, they don't seem that much different, you know, because they're only 1.5 inches different. So there's not like a huge difference between the two. But if you notice on the sides, you have the 4 rivets and you have the 2 rivets. That's because you're going to put more in the Lauren bag, so we wanted to really reinforce those straps and whatnot. So the 2 and the 4. Oh my gosh, hi everybody, thanks for joining. Carol, you went with, I actually did, this is a rosé sangria. I just didn't put all the fruit in it, so cheers to you. And Patrick, you're watching. Hi Patrick, hope all is well with you. And my mom, hi Mom. My mom always is supporting me. No matter how old you get, people, your mom will always be there for you. All right, so the 2 sizes. The other main difference between them is the width of the strap. So because you're carrying more in the Lauren, we decided to make the strap a little bit wider. So it's a nice wide 1.25 inch strap, and the mini is a 1 inch strap. They both started out 3/4 inch. I actually still have some in 3/4 inch that I use, but oh, you can't see them on the camera, Carrie? what am I doing? Oh, now I've lost my tripod. Are you able to see? So see the 1 inch. So the 3/4 inch strap ones, I'm gonna move the camera up. Oh, I might need help, people. I'm trying to maneuver the camera up and I took it off its tilt. Now I'm sideways. Okay, so Mini Lauren. So I talked about the strap difference, the rivet difference, and then what else was I gonna go? Oh, the top zip. So we did, if you might notice, the top zip is it's called a Vizlon Zipper. So it's a nice sturdy zipper. I've never had one break on me. They've all worked really well. They don't snag your clothing when you're going in and out of the bag. It's like a really nice feature, and it's a drop zip. You notice that on here I do the metal zippers. I do that because that's a design element. We do soften the zippers, and if your zipper ever feels hard, add a little beeswax to it, run it back and forth, and it will soften it right up. So those are kind of some of the design elements of the bag. Boom, boom. The other thing that I wanted to go over is that I use both sizes. So I use them for kind of different reasons, for different things. I tend to, or I originally did the original size in 2010, and I didn't start doing the mini till 2012, and mainly because people felt like this was too big of a bag on them. But I want to show you, this looks really big. Yeah, I get it, it looks really big. But when you have your stuff in it, it doesn't actually look as big as you think it would look. So I'm gonna bring my bag. This is my Lauren bag. I tend to wear it more of the, I'm gonna try and angle this better. I wear it folded over a lot. So that is kind of basically how I tend to do it. Because you can see there's really nothing in this top. So I want to show you how it looks in the Lauren and then what it looks like in the mini Lauren. So I'm going to take all my stuff out and put it in the mini Lauren so you can really see what the difference looking wise. Okay. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to post them. Lauren is one of my favorite bags, great for traveling too. Yes, Carrie, it is. It's a perfect travel bag. You really only need to have one bag. Like, you don't need a going out bag and a day bag and you have your backpack, you have everything. So I have a very small makeup bag. I just mostly use lip gloss and whatnot in it. So I'm gonna throw that in here. And then I have my sunglasses. I actually usually carry 2 pairs because I can never decide which one that I want to wear for the day. So I have my second pair, but they still fit. And I have my masks for right now. Those you can put in pockets. I still go ahead and put it in the center pocket. The other thing I carry is my Kimberly wallet. I'm gonna put that in here. And then I have my aspirin, my antibacterial, and my hand lotion. Those are the main things I carry in my bag. In my front pocket, oh, I have some more lip gloss. Ones that I probably use more often, I put it in the front pocket. And I don't have my, can I borrow your cell phone? And then a cell phone in the front pocket. So now this is all my stuff in the mini Lauren. So with all my stuff in the mini Lauren, I would probably wear it more upright than folded. I mean, we can see what it'll look like folded. And all you're doing is changing the straps to the side. Da, da, da. It doesn't fold over as easily because I have a lot of stuff in here. And granted, this is a new bag, so the leather's a little stiffer right now, so it's not folding over as easily. But you can see I can't wear it as folded over as nicely. So that's why I tend to probably use the original size a little bit more, because I like wearing it folded over. If you like wearing it straight up, and I'm sure if I didn't have both pairs of sunglasses in there and a smaller wallet, you know, it might fold over nicer, but it also looks good just straight up and down. Doesn't look full, it doesn't look bulky, and you can see I can fit the same amount. I just have a little bit more room in the Lauren. So, you know, one of the other things that I will tell people when they're trying to decide between the two sizes is more so, I think it's more of like if you're under 5 foot, the Lauren can be a little bit overwhelming because you're more petite. You know, if you're a size 0, maybe the Lauren might be a little feel a little bit big for you. But I think all other sizes, all other heights, you could really go with either one. It's going to be more of, you know, what kind of versatility. I will say I like the mini Lauren a little bit more as a backpack. I, however, rarely wear it as a backpack, so I tend to do that when I want to go in the summer and wear it as a backpack. I take out my mini Lauren. So I use them both for kind of a variety of different reasons, and I think that that's part of the beauty of the Lauren bag is that you can, you know, figure out, you can have one of each color. I mean, not one of each color. That would be great, by the way. But, I mean, have one in each size, and then you can kind of use them for a variety of different reasons. But it's truly more of like what you want to carry, how it feels on your body. I know which is harder to do when you're talking online orders. You're like, what? I can't see, I can't feel the size difference. But in the past, I've kind of shown that the laptop fits in the large Lauren or original Lauren. I don't like to call it large, I like to call it original. But I don't carry my laptop with me every day. So like these are the things that I carry with me every day. And so, you know, that's kind of what I use it for, and I like wearing it folded over. I feel it kind of has a little bit more of a dainty feel to it, even though it is a big bag. And of course here in Chicago, you know, when the winter hits, you need a place to put your hat and your gloves and, you know, all the things that you take off from, you know, winter in general. So those are my kind of tips to helping figure that out. I don't know if anyone else on here today has a tip that they would like to share with others on, and Carrie, what, you have the Lauren, right? Or do you have both sizes? I can't remember if you just have one or both. I know Carol only has the small, but you're petite, Carol. So the mini Lauren is perfect for you. And you use the Edie tote when you're wanting to do the laptop and all the other stuff. So, which also looks good on you. So that is, that's a good plus. I know that several of you have both sizes. So, but if you have any questions on a size or want to, you know more about why certain things were done, but like I said, the Lauren is reinforced. The mini Lauren doesn't have as much reinforcement. Oh, the other thing I wanted to talk about. So sale. I know that I've said this before, but when you're talking the sale bags, you know, one of the main reasons that you do have both sizes. Okay. And you probably use them for different reasons, Carrie. Yes, Mom, you should have a glass of wine. It was called happy hour for a reason. So, but the reason the sale ones are on sale, it's going to be in the sale section for 3 reasons. One, the strap is the old width. It's either a 3/4 or 1 inch on the Lauren. I rarely have any that are 1 1/4 inch on sale. The only reason those would be on sale is if that leather was discontinued. So it's discontinued leather, smaller or thinner straps. And the other reason, there was one other reason. Do you guys remember what the other, it was the discontinued leather. Oh, when we're down to only one style left, you know, I've been kind of putting it there, as long as it's not something that I'm planning on making more of, or I eventually want to bring it back, you know, in a couple years. Carol, I'm short, Brynn. Oh, you fold over your mini, yeah. Yeah, if you're using the Dylan, you know, instead of the Kimberly, it's probably easier. Plus, the leather I chose, the Blue Bayou, it starts out a little stiff, but it softens over time, and over time, depending on the leather on the Mini Lauren, it'll flap over easier in the beginning until it's more worn, and then it'll flap over easier just as time goes on. But I think the leathers that you chose, Carol, were more the soft. The Blue Bayou is a great leather for the tote because it's a nice, kind of, it starts out a little stiffer until you use it. So those are the main reasons, and those are the main differences. And I know that if you're new to my line, I mean, that's the hardest thing is you're looking at the pictures online and you just can't tell. I may add to the signature page the bags side by side, so maybe you can really see the size difference, but again, it's only about 1.5 inches. It's really based on what you want to carry and what that looks like. So yeah, a lot of you might not have been here in the very beginning. I just wanted to touch briefly on that today is Juneteenth, and that we celebrate diversity here, and I know that my customers and my fans and you guys all do as well. So get out. Let's see. I use mine as a backpack a lot. Oh, you do, Carrie? Yeah, I do my Mini Lauren. I do. I use that one as a backpack. Do you use the Lauren as a backpack as well? I'm gonna kill that fly. But yeah, that was actually one of my stores. The sales girl there loved my bags, and she's like, I wear mine as a backpack all the time. And we were trying to figure out how to turn it into a backpack. We were making extra straps, trying to figure out if we needed to add a D-ring. And when she showed me, I was like, oh my God, you've made, like, I thought I had a great bag, but now I even have the best bag. So that was, makes me love my customers even more. Yes, actually I can take out my Kimberly right now if you want to see, Carol. I fit a good amount in here. I made it so that you can spread it wide and actually get a lot in there. So in mine right now, in the front, I fit several cards in each section. I kind of have my business cards, my personal cards, and then like my Costco card and my Venture card, and all like kind of generic cards in the center. I tend to put my receipts and whatnot in this pocket, but we also made it so that your phone can fit. Did I give you your phone back? You can easily fit the phone in there if you want to, and it will also still shut. Because that was the whole point, was to make it thick enough to where you can have your phone in here if you want. But there you go. I also have a little pocket here for your ID so that you always can find your ID and get it out real easily. We have the zipper for all the coins and whatnot. And then I have my pocket for, mostly for cash, but I have a couple like gift certificates and stuff in here. I probably am not as organized as I should be, but it fits a good amount, and it just kind of, it streamlines it. And the zipper is 8 inches, so the bag itself is about 9 inches wide. I know that Carrie, I think, loves her Kimberly. We had thought about adding like a little rivet here so that you can add one of the wrist straps to that. If you like that idea, give us a thumbs up, because that's something that we're considering. I didn't really want to add like a crossbody strap to it, because I felt like if you were wearing it and you went like this and this fell forward, like, even though nothing's gonna fall out because all the pockets are going up, I felt like it might be a weird crossbody, but it could be a good wristlet. So that's a thought. We are also working on a kind of one of our belt bags is kind of like a mix between the Cher, the Kimberly, trying to figure out how we blend the two and use a crossbody strap. So that's something, if you're not on our Facebook group page, feel free to go to the group page. We will be posting, we're typically doing longer surveys, but we want to do just some short little quizzes, kind of like yes, no, thumbs up for this, thumbs up for that. What would you, would you like that? We're working on that right now because we are working on the guitar straps. So we're trying to figure out what colors to add to those, how thick of a strap we want that to be. We're working on a 2-inch wide strap because we really want to set it apart from the current straps we have. But we will also make thicker straps and all the other stuff because we know that sometimes that's the first thing that shows wear on the bag that you have. So that way you can get mixing and matching, or even maybe a wider strap that matches your bag exactly. So those are things that we are working on. Yes, Carrie, you love your Kimberly. That's awesome. Yeah, you, it really streamlines you. My sister has a really thick, fat wallet. I don't even know what she puts in it. I think everything under the sun, and then she can't find anything in it. And it's like, that would drive me crazy. But I used the Share for a wallet for many years, so this is kind of like a step up for me. And I like how I can organize it. I do need to probably clean it out a little bit. But that's just typical me. So thank you so much for joining us, and have a great weekend. I hope this happy hour time is working for everybody. Feel free to also give a thumbs up if that works for you, or if we should do a happy hour Wednesday, or what kind of works. We've been doing Fridays, but we are open to change. So thank you so much for joining us, or me, and I hope that I answered all the questions that you had about the Lauren and really highlighted the differences and what makes it unique and what makes each size kind of its own thing. And I do always say it's a personal preference, but hopefully some of the questions or answers I gave you will help you narrow it down. Feel free to message me or ask me any questions at any time, and I will even take pictures if you need to see the difference between two that you're looking at online. So feel free to reach out whenever. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Yeah, you used to Share too, Claire. Yeah, I used it for my wallet for the longest time, and I feel like an adult now with the Kimberly. I feel a little bit more like I have a real wallet, and that's a good thing. So, yay. Well, I hope my mom got her glass of wine. I hope, Carol, you're enjoying your sangria. And Carrie, you're in San Diego, so I'm sure you're enjoying whatever you're doing because that's where you are. So, okay, everybody have a great weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.